I could be playing video games right now. And he goes, yeah, what are you playing? I'm like, Death Stranding. He goes, is it good? I'm like, I'm obsessed. I can't stop thinking about it. Like, I just want to be delivering packages right now.
You could say it's a contender for Game of the Year.
It absolutely is. It absolutely is, Connor.
Dig right into that first discussion topic.
The only discussion topic.
Yeah, but it's the first
First topic. First.
Yeah, so for my minigame this week, I'm bringing a discussion topic, and we are at the very end of June when we're recording this. We're in the first week of July, which means we're halfway.
Date is June 30th.
We're halfway through this year, and so I thought it'd be interesting for us three gentlemen to talk about what do we. Maybe we can talk about individual games of the year so far, but I think it'd be more interesting to talk. What are typically there's 6 Game of the Year nominees at the Game Awards. What would be those 6 so far?
Well, I'll just throw some out, right?
Sure.
Now, not all of these I've really played. In fact, I don't think I can name 6. But it's definitely going to be Death Stranding 2.
Yep.
From everything I'm hearing.
It's going to be there, yeah.
100%.
Claire Obscure.
Yep.
Expedition 33. I do think it's still not very likely. As of right now, it's likely. I don't think it'll be by the end of the year, but it would certainly be deserving of a slot. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
Monster Hunter Wilds.
That's Monster Hunter Wilds.
Yes.
Split Fiction.
Split Fiction is... Yeah, that's going to definitively
Those are
be
the
on
3.
there.
Is Death Stranding 2, Claire Obscure, Expedition 33, and Split Fiction. Those are the 3 that I think are a lock
Yeah.
for being nominated.
Split Fiction didn't make that much noise.
It didn't, but it's going to be kind of like with It Takes Two.
We didn't think that much of It Takes Two either.
Yeah.
And this is one that was better received, and in the case like It Takes Two, critics really loved it. And they're gonna win out on their opinion.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna win, but it's gonna be on there.
Yeah, I think those are the hard 3 right now. I hear a lot of talk about Blueprints.
Yep.
I haven't played Blueprints personally, but I do
yeah.
want to hopefully find time to circle back to it. I've heard a lot of talk about Blueprints. I think it's possible, but not likely for that one to make nominations. And so right now, if I were to say my 6, Phil, I think you're right. The big 3 are Claire Obscure, Expedition 33, which I think is still currently the lock for winning Game of the Year.
I think it's going to win, yeah.
I've heard talk of people saying that Death Stranding 2 is better.
Well, the closest runner-up so far is Death Stranding 2.
Big issue, I think, and just to pause on that real quick, is Claire Obscure is a lot more accepting of most players, whereas Death Stranding 2, you're even saying, because you were saying before, you could probably skip the first game. That changed to, no, you kind of need to play the first game, because there's so many weird concepts that are explained. This is what I'm presuming.
Yeah, and I mean, DS2 has, like, they call it the corpus, but it's the Final Fantasy 16 active time lore
Such a good
thing.
system.
Yeah, where, like, characters mention something and it says, hey, you can pull this up right now, like mid cutscene to like talk about it. I think it's done better in Final Fantasy 16 because 16 does a good job of like once these things have been introduced.
Connor's frozen.
Uh-oh.
The big 3 are Claire Obscure, Expedition 33, which I still believe is a lock for winning Game of the Year. Closest runner-up is Death Stranding 2 on the beach. And I think
DS2.
And not to get ahead of myself, but I think when we get to the end of the year, it is just going to be between those 2. And then Split Fiction, yes, but I think that quickly falls away at chance. From there, I think it really depends on what happens for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
Right now, Connor, Kingdom Come is not on my list of picks because of sort of how niche the genre is. And though it made a splash, I think it quickly came and went in terms of like the conversation about the game. But maybe I'm just on the wrong side of the internet.
I mean, it definitely did, but I would say the same thing about Mario Kart 8. Well, maybe less so.
World.
Whatever.
I think we're still in the conversation of Mario Kart World, so yeah.
I would be shocked if it got a nomination.
I don't think Mario Kart World is getting a nomination.
It'll get nominated for like Best Family.
Oh
Definitely.
yeah.
It'll win.
Yeah, 100%. It'll be Best Racing, Best Family, all that stuff. Yeah. Donkey Kong is the one on my radar that I go, well, maybe.
I think that or Metroid Prime 4
Yeah.
will be the Nintendo entry in like the 6 for Game of the Year.
I think Donkey Kong's got a better chance because even just right now off the rip, it's got more hype than Metroid Prime does, and I think that team doesn't miss. So except for the one time in Sunshine where they missed real hard.
Not even real hard. Like a lot of people love that game.
Yeah, a lot of people.
It's called a jab, Connor.
I know.
called a
You're
jab,
being
you know?
you're being facetious.
I need you
You're
to go to
lying.
I need you to go to an improv class.
Kevin, I don't like liars. I don't like them.
So yeah, as of right now, those 3 games that I named, and then
I think Monster Hunter gets.
I think Monster Hunter's in there. I think Blueprints is in there. What was the one that we're missing? That's real big. Damn it! Because I saw a tweet that listed 6, and I was like, I like this 6. It's not going to be Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I mean, I think it's certainly in the conversation.
I think it's
100%.
definitively in as what we have right now would
Doom.
be nominated.
Doom,
If this is all we had.
Dark Ages.
No, I don't see it.
I don't see it either.
Yeah, I funny we say that because most Dooms would be on, all the other ones at least. Doom 2016 and Eternal would be if they were released this year. I don't know what came out the year they did.
I'm not confident that they were.
I don't know if
Nope.
Doom has ever been nominated for Game of the Year.
Didn't
but
Eternal?
I'm about to look it up right now.
Yeah, I thought Eternal did. I'd be
2020.
wouldn't be surprised if 2016's Doom was not. But
2020.
Yeah, I don't foresee Dark Ages making it really at all. I don't think it had a big enough splash. I think the general consensus is this one's good, just not as good as the others.
which unfortunately might bring it down more so than it might deserve.
Well, and the general talk has always been 16 is still the favorite, like in the general consensus, like of the 3. I disagree. I think Eternal's better than 16, but there are people who are like, 16 was moving too fast. There was too many things going on.
Eternal, you mean, was moving too fast?
What did I say? Yes, Eternal was moving too fast. Too much things going on. So let me hit that rewind. Eternal was 20.
Yeah, 2020.
But besides that, yeah, those are we've kind of already narrowed down the pool from which to choose from right now.
Like Tavin said, I think the rest of it is just depending on how things perform for the rest of the year. Like the big ones for me, Donkey Kong, Metroid,
Ghost of Yotei.
Ghost of Yotei,
very much a chance
indeed.
to.
I was also going to say Metal Gear Solid, Delta Snake Eater.
They would potentially do that.
I think it's got potential.
I don't see it. I think it's too close to the original game. Like I don't think they're taking it a big
Silent Hill
swings.
2, dude.
That would. I mean, they changed camera. Like
I'm just saying, like.
I mean, no, I get what you're saying, Phil. That's why I think it's a chance to if people really, really love it. But I think if it's just like as serviceable as the original one was, serviceable. It's equivalent.
Talking the greatest game of all time here.
Equivalent, you say. Equivalent to the original one. I feel it won't make people it won't knock people's pants off.
Yeah,
to put it on the game of the year.
And I think it's gonna play better than the original game, but it's the same. Like it's the same voice acting in it.
Yeah.
So it would be crazy if David Hayter got a nomination for this game. It's the same thing that he did 21 years ago.
I know it's going to win. It was the game that, out of all the ones we said, had the biggest collective splash. Oblivion Remastered. Going on. They're going to let it be there, and we're going to get another... I don't know if it won Game of the Year when it came out. I don't think it did.
Well, the Game Awards as they are today didn't exist, so...
Well, the ones that existed back then. Don't do revisionist history just because Jeff Keighley didn't give his stamp of approval.
I mean, but Keighley's the one that we care about now.
Like in 2014?
Now,
right?
yeah, now.
Yeah.
Then
And
Oblivion-
even, we talked Monster Hunter Wilds. I think Wilds is going to fall off pretty quickly. Because apparently the fan base has turned on that game.
Really?
Yeah, it's got I think it has a mixed review on Steam now, and they've all gone back to Monster Hunter World.
I believe that because the biggest criticism I've heard from Wilds is that in the strive to get more audience members, just more players, it kind of shirks their existing fans by making it too easy. Because I can even tell you from my time in Rise, Wilds is way easier than that. So, people like their challenge when they're fighting their big giant monster. So I get that.
You say that, but then I've heard the newest monster is fucking super hard.
It easily could be, but I'm the most of the game, the base game, isn't. So
I think gamers are just entitled.
Babies. Entitled babies.
Yeah. But I'll let the fan base be the fan base, and they can have the word on that.
yeah, it really does rely on what comes out next because it's going to replace some games here.
What did we talk? Donkey Kong, Ghost of Yotei. How do we feel about Ghost of Yotei's chances here?
Very high.
Pretty high.
Pretty
Very,
high.
very, very, very high.
To at least get a nomination for sure.
Oh, okay.
Remember Ghost of Tsushima? We were like excited for that game, but it was way bigger than you or me expected it to be.
Yeah.
And this could be an exact same case of
And as
that.
as we've gotten away from that game, there's been a lot of like, hey, I went back and played this and it's amazing. Like
Yep.
I love it so much. Like like a Kai Cenat stream of it, like type shit. So yeah, I mean, certainly a chance. I'm already expecting the fucking anti-woke weebs to be like, oh, it's a woman. Ugh, like, it's a woke game. And I'm like, all right, shut the fuck up. You're fucking so annoying.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Our comments are invaded by those people.
I'm
right
really
now.
excited to just play a game where I just get to be talked to by Erika Ishii. She's awesome.
Sure.
She's super cool.
I want to switch weapons.
What?
Because you get a lot of weapons.
Yeah, the word is there's a lot of weapons now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean you want to switch weapons?
Well, you
It's gonna be
didn't
fun.
switch
I'm looking
weapons
forward
in
to
the
the
last
weapon.
game.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that'll be interesting. I'm very curious as to what Ghost has in store for us. But then, what else did
Beyond
we
that.
say? Donkey Kong, Ghost.
Metroid.
We'll see.
But in same exact kind of case as Yote, I think that has the potential to come out and just, in the same way people were in love with
Borderlands
Metroid Prime
4.
back in the day, 1 and 2, well, mainly 1, we might get a Metroid resurgence with this one.
It's possible, but I feel like if we were gonna get that, it would have been with the Metro Prime remaster.
That's fair.
But that it certainly had a pop, but I wouldn't say it's a resurgence. I think people just went, oh man, it's a great remaster, and some people went back and played and said, yeah, Metroid Prime's great. Like, but it wasn't like suddenly Metroid Prime was the new hotness. Like,
No, it wasn't.
I think Oblivion remaster had a bigger moment than what Metroid Prime did.
It did. But then again, that had more things to shore up to make it a better game.
Yeah.
Whereas just Metroid Prime still plays, like,
And-
from my memory, well to this day.
And people are hungry for Elder Scrolls.
yeah.
Metroid Prime could have dropped off the face of the earth, and sure, the fans would have been upset or would have been longing for a new one, but it would have been like me with Sly Cooper of like, give us another one, and they're like, no, why would we do that?
Who knows if it'll come out in time for the Game Awards? But Hollow Knight Silk Song.
That is...
We'll see.
That is a matter, yeah.
We'll see.
Knight Silk Song.
I'm still not the way that the way it was presented in the Xbox showcase. I was like, oh, it's coming. And then when the dev immediately was like, hey, we are coming on our own time. We're coming before Christmas, is what they said. But we're coming on our own time. That made me go, we'll see.
Well, that's the thing, though, right? Is they didn't even say they didn't come out and say officially at first that they were coming out before Christmas.
Before
They just said
holiday.
before holiday, and then someone hit back and was like, "Which holiday?" He goes, "Christmas."
Is what they're saying. Well, I'll believe it when I see it.
Funny shit,
Silk Song will forever be a game of like, believe it when I see it.
right?
Kevin, you still doubt it's coming out, don't you?
This year, yeah.
Because you were before, weren't you saying that you didn't think it was going to come out at all?
No, not that one.
You should use your counter pick on Hollow Knight Silk Song.
I was
again.
debating it.
Do
We'll
it.
see.
Do it.
I don't.
Definitely other picks better than that to do right now.
Better. I mean, we'll see.
We'll see.
Little Nightmares 3 got a release date.
Yes, I didn't know that. I knew we got a showcase.
Yeah, it got a release date, and they're remastering the first one, and then I think they announced a new Little Nightmares game, but it's like a spin-off
The
thing.
VR thing.
Oh, okay, yeah. So
There's a Bandai Namco event tomorrow, which
Yeah.
is Tuesday, and they said it was going to be there too. So I'm guessing we'll see some more.
we'll see. I've yet to find time to get around to watching that Resident Evil Requiem gameplay.
I didn't see it.
Oh
either.
yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I've not yet watched it. People seem high on it from sort of the vibe that I'm getting from the internet. I haven't seen anybody go like, "Oh shit, look at this moment," but I've seen a lot of people go, "Okay, good." Like,
Y'all are going to be talking about Requiem on the Gamescast,
probably, maybe.
most likely.
Well, if someone had done their fucking job, it would have been more definite. But
Oh yeah.
the news is that like we had covered 2 years ago now.
Open world.
Open world was something they were playing around with, and they decided against it.
yeah.
And then they also talked about Leon Kennedy was supposed to be the main guy, but they were like, Leon doesn't work in horror anymore.
He's
I'm
seen
like,
too much shit.
yeah. A modern. I think what they specifically mean is a modern day Leon. Of course, Resident Evil 2 Leon will always work in survival horror.
yeah.
Because
But a Leon post Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 4.
Definitely post Resident Evil 4, not a shot.
Like,
yeah, that has to be it.
He's not flinching in it.
And even Resident Evil 6, like it's like, all right, yeah, this guy's just not. He's an action hero now.
Someone took like a clip of that and then reposted with like the episode where SpongeBob is being haunted and there's all like the crazy shit happening around him, but he doesn't react
to
any of it.
Okay, I don't know this.
Oh, that's weird.
Leon will be in that game.
I think he'll be in it. He'll be in
I think
it.
he'll be in it. Yeah, I think
That's
he'll
not
be in
a
it like
playable
how
character.
Chris was in the Ethan Winters arc.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah.
Where's my girl Claire? Where is she?
She's gone.
Maybe she'll be in it too.
She's not been in a mainline game since fucking Code Veronica.
She is delegated to the animated films. Off with you.
Off with you.
Tough.
It is tough.
Crazy
She's
how
great.
she wasn't in 6.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I never.
Why
played
was
6,
Jill
so-
not in 6?
Helena. Oh, Jill?
Yeah.
She's recovering.
Jill
From
and
her-
Claire.
She's recovering
Yeah.
from the events of 5. God, fuck.
Jill.
Quit after that, and she's like, I'm done. Fuck this.
The lore of these games is fucking stupid.
Yeah.
I like
It's
Resident
pretty
Evil
dumb.
a lot, but it's stupid.
Fun.
It'd be cool if like in the next game they had like a platform fighter where it was the characters from the games versus the characters from the movies.
Hey, go to who owns Resident Evil's rights? Someone? Go to whoever
I
that
don't
is. Capcom? I guess Capcom
Is it
would.
Warner Brothers?
I think it's
or-
Warner Brothers.
Yeah,
Of course they do.
probably. I don't know. Is it? I don't know. Couldn't tell you. Paramount or Warner Brothers, one of those two.
I mean, if it is Warner Brothers, why weren't they in Multiverses?
That's actually a good point.
You would think they would be if they were. Yes.
So,
Capcom.
anyways,
Fun.
Game of the
no,
year.
Capcom.
What is
completely.
everybody's current like personal game of the year?
right now it's still Claire Obscure,
Yeah, same.
Expedition 33. But you know, I've yet to finish that game or Death Stranding. When I get Death Stranding is the one that I'm like, oh, this might do it. This might do it. Which is crazy because I thought there was zero shot of Expedition 33 being dethroned this year. But Death Stranding 2 is really fucking good, guys. It's really goddamn good.
Connor, what do you think?
It's not going to be Clear Obscure because I haven't played it yet. But as of right now, I think it will be. As of now, it's Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
Okay.
That's definitely the most favorite experience I've had this year.
All right.
So that's how it goes for now.